Good morning, everyone. Like and share. It's one of those mornings. Sorry, we're a little ishy this morning. Loving our dear friends at Restream. Make us jump through hoops on a daily basis. Hey, Great Quartz, welcome in. Share now. Okay, that tells all your friends you're on.
I'm on.
And mine's still saving, so we're going to have a little bit of delay in everything. But welcome in, Great Quartz. I know you had read me this week, but I so happened to argue with my dad, and that put me down so much. Why did you allow that energy of his you chose to allow it to put you down?
Yeah, did you choose to react? Or did you look at him and say, seriously?
I gotta get that lower. Mine's still saving, so we're gonna have a little bit. Okay, here it goes. What was I gonna say? I have something put up. Hi, Noor. Let me put something up real quick. And once I find it, and that is the 4 agreements, everyone. When in doubt.
Good idea.
Go to this. Be impeccable with your word. That's not what we're working on right now. Don't take anything personally, okay? Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. So don't accept it. What he said to you because of where he is at this moment. And yes, it might have hit home, but that doesn't mean you have to accept it. Yes, I'll be better. I finally put my foot down and said, this is not how I want to be treated. Yes. You choose you. Yes. I wanted to know, what should I do now? Any advice from the guys?
Here's what I'm getting is they're saying, take a look at your heart and understand who you are, and who they are is who they are. And who they are, this is reiterating what Julie was talking about. I'm thinking along the lines of...
Hold on. Can you hear him?
Can you hear me?
Please say me you can. Tell me you can. Oops, this is not...
No, you can't.
That's what I figured. So hold on. Testing.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Great Quartz, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Earth to Great Quartz.
I'm going to put it up loud. Can you hear him now? Please let us know. Hi. Yes,
okay,
I can
good.
hear you.
All right,
okay.
Great Quartz. Reference conversation with Dad. He has his position, you have yours. And they're saying, have it in your heart to understand he's speaking from a vantage point that he has had programmed into him, as have you. They're saying, step back, take a deep breath, and knowing that he is as right as you are in his own perspective. Love him for who he is, because he's doing the best he knows how to do in terms of communicating with you. And the safest thing to do is play neutral and say, well, I hadn't looked at it that way. It's your choice whether to pull the gun out and do battle, or whether you just take a step back and say, I hadn't thought of it that way. They're reminding me, when I was a kid, my mother put me in these dance classes. And long story short, the instructors taught me as a male in the dancing situation to always be polite and hospitable. And they said, if the girl stepped on your foot, I was supposed to apologize. So it's very, very a neutralizing thing when you say, oh, I'm sorry. And then you know you're not going to win, because everybody stands there and everybody wants to be right. So choose whether you want to be right or whether you're okay with your own opinion, and let them be who they are. I hope that helps. That was a mouthful they just gave me. And love your damn selves. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, I missed everybody last week. It was so strange.
In more ways than one for him.
Yeah, the whole day was just bizarre. Our backup didn't show, and the universe gave his wife a flat tire, and oh my gosh.
Made me handle it on my own.
Yeah, look what Julie can do. She doesn't need me. I'm useless.
Oh, Everybody loves you. You know that.
Well, you know, it's a
It's
guy
a
thing.
good
You want to be wanted.
idea to understand
But
and
you
remain
do.
neutral. Yeah. I can't control anyone. Right.
Oh, that you just hit the nail on the head. I
And
love
what we say is you can control two things you can control. What you put on and in your body. That's what you can control.
unless you're getting vaccinated.
I'm
Sorry.
not again, you can control. If you accept the vaccination, that's your choice. And it needs to be. I know I went through it too, and I burned it all off. So I'm good. I'm happy and fulfilled.
Yeah, Harley, good point. That's what we were trying to get at. That's a good.
What?
He's saying, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Yeah, the need to be right is very draining.
Yes, yes. Yes. As you noticed from somebody else this last weekend.
Yeah. And you almost gotta. I've learned to sort of laugh when you see that I have to be right energy coming at you. And do you want to engage? I don't like the way that feels. So, hello, Rebecca.
Hello, Red. And Rebecca,
Red, you're in early. That's good.
yeah. And Rebecca, I cannot star the what am I thinking of? Whatever you put in there. Oh, there's good morning. Okay, good. That I've got. That I can start. That means I can hold on. Always free will. Yes. All yeah. Definitely. Always free will.
Oh, you know, reference Red Quartz, you're making me think of something else, or it's coming to mind, put it that way. I think I mentioned this in one other show where a gal that I saw in a reel, and she was sitting in a restaurant practicing as she would judge somebody coming by. Her mantra became, I love him, I love her. So in these cases, when those moments of judgment, consternation, or whatever, they'll pull back, be quiet, and just say, I love them or her, and go on your way. It's so much more, what would I say, freeing to take that approach.
But you started out saying she was judging. She wasn't judging. She was sending out love to all these people.
Well, she would catch herself judging somebody.
Oh.
And then she would throw in, catch herself. No, I'm judging. I love him. I love her.
Okay.
Which I've been playing with that. It's interesting. It does change as long as you're conscious to remember, oh, wait, I'm doing that judging thing.
Yeah, that's true. And in your mind,
that's the hard part.
Does go to other things that you don't want it to and bring it back to where it was and where you want it to be is very important.
I'm going to follow your lead here. There's so many people coming in so fast.
It's okay.
I do not have a sequence.
Yeah. I want to make sure I got everybody.
Come on, Roz.
Well, who do you want to go with next?
Oh,
we got a newbie.
Whoever's,
You've already mentioned the newbie's name. We got a couple newbies in here.
Whoever's got a question. Well, first question wins. Give us something.
Well, actually, the first person who put a question in, besides how is everyone? Hi, Lewis, and welcome back, Lewis. Welcome back. I'm sorry, Cotter. Anyway, Noor asked, I would like to know about my health and chakras. A lot of love. So,
are you familiar with Noor?
We are a little bit.
Male,
they come in every
female?
once in a while. I never ask.
Okay, I just was.
Nor where
feminine energy.
He's sensing that you're feminine. If you're not, please let us know. Whatever you would like to be referred to as is.
Interesting name, though. I like the name.
Yeah, and then I'm feeling good, positive. But are you getting any messages? Because you did get the last time you were on, you were getting some medical stuff, which is not normal.
Yeah,
for you,
I know. I was just learning. I don't. If I scan her, as I know how to scan.
Because he did.
I'm not getting health. If I had to say anything,
okay, feminine.
Somebody is carrying more weight around than they should. Slimming down would be a positive I'm hearing.
Slimming down in what sense?
Physically weight.
Physically fit. Get more
and I
fit.
Want to say food, the correct food is not being dealt with. I'm hearing the words, there's a passion. Somebody's got a passion for food. It's not benefiting them. And Scott's favorite, yes, you're my favorite. with the chakras.
I know you were talking about going somewhere last year or last time you were on. I don't know if it was Alia or somewhere else. No, it was to Tennessee. And Alia said, "Hey, wait a minute.
I'm dying to go meet her.
I've got all your names on here."
Well,
Go
we
ahead,
have,
Nora.
yes. Well, I can rotate.
Let's go with Nora. Let's finish up Nora. Are you?
No. Well,
He likes to bounce around.
I'm all over the board today. But Nora, I'm not, there's nothing pending. I just see the weight thing. I say she, it, he, whoever they are.
She said
It
feminine.
is a she, okay. But it would be beneficial to lose some weight. She would feel better. But there's something, metabolism.
Slowed.
Yeah.
Very slow. Yeah. So what do you suggest?
Well, that's thyroid, but man, don't go start taking thyroid drugs and all that stuff. I'm big on the natural stuff.
Would you recommend something like mushrooms?
You know, that's as good a place as any to start. I'm playing with what I'm getting because I'm trying to think what there are so many hacks out there for metabolism stimulation. I'm big on Barbara O'Neill
Right.
and following her regimes, and she's got some books. Of course, she's all natural and that type of thing. But
Well, you talk every once in a while. I think it's lemon juice, olive oil, and cayenne pepper.
You're right. In fact, I went back on it this week.
Okay.
Let's try that. That'll fire you up.
That'll get you.
Yeah. Cayenne pepper, as many shakes as you can out of a little bottle. Lemon juice, take a squeeze of lemon and olive oil and throw some water in it and hang on, baby, and drink that. That goes right to the liver and the gallbladder. And I would tell you, do that once a day for a week, and man, you'll clean house.
Yeah.
I noticed big results with that.
And a lot of people who, and I don't know your situation, Nora. We're only getting what we've been told.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're not health experts.
No, we've only known what we've done in our lifetimes and what
Works
we've been
for
through.
us.
And believe me, I've had more weight than I have now. And now I have to make sure that I eat more or I'm under eating. It's very easy for me to under eat right now. So I'm having an opposite of a lot of people, only because this is a lesson I'm learning right now. But what they're telling me is anybody out there who is concerned with their weight, one of the first things to get rid of that usually helps you lose 10 pounds very quickly, and that is stop drinking sodas, carbonated beverages of any time. Also, quit buying Starbucks extra sweetened stuff.
5 pumpers.
Yeah, 5 pump. What? I don't do caffeine, so I'm not really good with what we have. Hello, Tammy. And it's just what is best for you, okay? And if you get a craving for sugars, for anything like that, I suggest, again, grabbing some mushroom supplements. Now, I suggest you go to Claudene and give her a call, schedule an appointment with her. Once she has you have a consultation with her, then she's there to help you at any time. She just needs to get to know who you are and what you need.
And a good place to start is get one of those books, Eating for Your Blood Type.
Yeah.
Or you know your blood type, and then in theory, A's, B's, and O's, everybody should be eating differently. O's are meat eaters. I'm an A plus, and meat just slows me down. It's just that you might look into that and follow those regimes. It's pretty easy. It's interesting because some of it you'll realize you're doing already, and the other things you say, maybe I should tweak it a little bit. So
yeah, and it might have worked for you last year or 2 years ago, but we're all changing right now. There's so much energy out there that things are happening quickly, because I haven't been able to eat a lot of meat lately either. But because I bought some things, I'll just say tamales, and my son said, I need help eating these. Well, I know why I don't eat tamales now. So I had my last. I told myself, no,
My
no
last
more.
tamale.
So I'm good.
Ooh,
So
that's a good name for a book.
what?
The Last Tamale.
Ooh.
I,
So what's the content for the
that's what I was wondering. I just like the sound of the words. The last tamale. It's like the last man standing. Or the
Yeah.
last man.
But whatever works with you. You have not replied in the chat, so we don't know how you're doing or your resonation with what we're telling you. So please let us know, Nor, what's happening, how you're feeling about what we're saying, if anything's making any sense, resonating with you. As far as your chakras, your crown is a little stuck.
I'm getting nothing. That's your area.
Yeah. And that's why I let him go first, because I didn't want to persuade him with the chakras. And I tell you what I learned the other day about my thymus chakra or the high heart chakra was very enlightening. Anyway, crown chakra, when she amethyst, they're definitely saying amethyst. They're also saying you need to hydrate yourself a lot more than you're doing. And I'm talking water, as clean water as you can get. Yes, there's alkaline water, there's all sorts of water, but they want you to get as clean a water as possible to get this out, all the toxins out of you. What was something else about toxin recently? Oh, yeah, they
Her
did.
circulation is. Are we still talking about north?
Yeah. Her circulation and the liver, cleansing the
Yeah.
liver is very important
Okay,
too.
the circulation is
Diminished. Let's see. Your throat chakra is a little scratchy. You're not being your authentic self. The high heart chakra is there, not very active. It definitely needs activation. I've got fluctuating on your heart chakra. You love yourself and you don't. You do, you don't. But it's not going cold, which is a good thing. So it's like anywhere from, they're saying 2 to 5. So you need to work on unconditional love for yourself. Okay. Thank you for putting that in again, if you did, Victor. Nora, you're not trusting yourself enough. Very congested in your solar plexus. Yeah, they're saying pretty pleasant. Okay.
Wow,
Oh, beautiful.
look at you.
Thank you. As far as your
Only the healer.
things, as far as your sacral, it feels good. Not a whole lot of activity, but it's they're saying solidly active. Okay. Whatever that means to you, go for it. And base chakra. And they're just saying clean on the base chakra. They're not giving me any more than that is clean. So third eye is problematic, is their word. I always say blueberries for third eye. That's what I always give everybody for third eye. Anything else they need for amethyst will balance and clear every single one of your chakras. Also, they're reminding me that turquoise is also a very good healer. So whatever stones you may have, please utilize. And if you have any questions, you can always email me. My email is going on down below. And yes, private readings do cost, but if you have a quick question, I have no problem answering a quick question. All right.
We
And
need 10 hours to answer all these questions.
Oh, I know. It's okay.
I
He's
know.
getting anxious here. Okay, so that's Nor. And let's see who else has a question in the list first before I go. Oh, And Rebecca asked 2 questions. She asked, does Spirit have anything for me and her chakras? You work on does she have anything? Does Spirit
First
have
thing they're
anything?
saying is don't be sad. So what's going on that you're grinding about, dwelling on, regretting? I see the word I'm hearing that you're disheartened about a situation. But they are saying it's to your advantage. Of course, the scenario is you don't look for answers when you're comfortable. You look for answers when you're uncomfortable. So they're saying this particular mode you're in over this particular situation is advantageous to you if you look the right direction. Look for answers and understanding. And I think it has to do with another person. Things didn't go the way you planned, or somebody turned out to be different than you thought they were. And they're saying take a step back, and they're saying look at who you are and how you're reacting rather than looking at them and how they're reacting. And I think that's it.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm cleared of everything else. Because I do get, I feel it.
I've seen pretzels and chips, tortilla chips. Are you eating tortilla chips?
And pretzels?
And pretzels, something about tortilla
Oh, she's not
chips.
pregnant. I'm just kidding. I mean, I've heard of pickles and ice cream, but tortilla chips and pretzels.
I saw a screwy thing the other day. This guy took a Dorito, put it under a microscope, and there were bugs on it. Teeny tiny parasites. And I went, ew.
There was something going on TikTok or something about Doritos. I didn't look at it because I don't do
he
Doritos.
had rubber gloves on, took a Dorito chip, put it on a microscope, and supposedly the picture you saw were these little teeny tiny parasites crawling around on the Doritos.
Well, I hope you don't go buy Doritos.
I don't eat Doritos.
I don't either. Never have. Okay. And the chakras. First thing they pointing out is centralized pain in your heart chakra. They are concerned about you, and not in a this is what they're saying, not in a totally physical way, but releasing this self-induced pain in your heart chakra. You need to reduce it, whether it's forgiving yourself, forgiving the situation, forgiving the people in the situation, is really important. You're forgiving yourself first is utmost important right now. And we're not saying you did anything wrong. We're saying that your reaction to something, or you're bringing in the negative energy, but bringing in this, the word they're using is consternation in your heart chakra. You brought this in. So you are the only one who can relieve this. And it's all centralized. That's all telling me it's all about you. Ooh. And this is what Victor's saying. Yes, open up your heart chakra. It's not, you have protection from your guides, the divine, and everybody around you as far as that's concerned. And you're afraid to open it up. But again, this is in the center. So you haven't built a wall around your heart. You are causing the dis-ease within. So it's all about you and forgiving yourself. Truly, truly, truly. Okay, and the other thing, when it comes to The Heart of the Matter, the song by Don Henley, it's a really good one when it comes to forgiveness. It's all about forgiveness, and that's one of the lines in there. So please listen to that, full blast, whatever it takes. Wow. Anything else I need to tell her? And these words, relax, don't do it. I know it's a part of a song, but I don't know what the rest of the words are, but relax, and then don't do something that you are planning on doing. Just relax. That's what they're telling me. But you do have a lot of fog in your head, and it's from a past life. It's really uncomfortable. Um, I don't know if you sleep on your left side, but there's a lot of congestion back there. But it's mainly, like I said, in a past life that's causing this problem. We need to move on.
I'm seeing a lot of healing questions here, just in random, to maybe bundle some of this up. Don't forget, you guys, that you have your own teams. You have your own healers. You have your own energies that are with you. You just, the process that we go through and are trying to throw out to you is you can learn to attach to them yourself. But in the meantime, pretend they're there whether you feel them or not. Ask them to call in or call them in and ask them just to heal you when they can, before you go to sleep, when you wake up in the morning, to say, guys, I appreciate you being here, whoever you are. I'm not aware of you yet. Be grateful, be heartfelt, and all of that stuff. And in the meantime, we can refer you to some local healers where we are, and they can even do healing in a remote sense. So FYI.
Yeah.
So
We have a lot of healers within our group. I also want to remind all of you that are familiar. This is Don's Sonoran Mystic Tarot YouTube channel. He has a guided meditation for you to meet your guides. It's about 30 minutes, okay? And it really helps. The first time he did it live on our Psychic Squad free Zoom class on Tuesday nights, I met my gatekeeper, okay? I didn't know what I was doing. This was probably within 2 to 3 months of my starting that class, and I wasn't sure what was happening with that, because when I asked him if he was a guide, not exactly. He was actually my gatekeeper. So, but he didn't tell me that part. And I do have some conversations with him, but I tell you, that was the deepest one and the most I could see and understand so much easier. So try that out, and it will help you. And there, he's got other meditations too on there too, but that one really helps you find your guides. Okay, so I'm glad that helps you, Rebecca. Okay, Alia had a question, but she didn't post it until after. Oh, yeah.
You got busy communing with Victor.
Yeah, well,
It's okay.
this was one of the last ones she asked. And yes, we can talk about more. We'll go through you guys through the list. And
In a general sense, Alia,
oh, dang.
I saw that.
I wish you would have said something.
There's self-love, there's love for others, and there's categories of love, but understand that love as a, what would I say, a condition is actually, it's a concept. If you could, I can't go to the store and find love or buy love, but I remember a mentor telling me love is a concept.
We are made out of love. What do you mean a concept?
Well, it's an energetic
Right. It's energy, but we're energy.
concept. Well, but then there's romantic love, and there's
I believe in unconditional love. The
Yeah.
rest of it is just
optional.
it's more like a cherry on top of the sundae.
Okay,
It's
but that
once
romantic,
I get all the unconditional love, I can't even explain it. And
I know
you've
you
listened
talk
to
about
me
it
all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
But
It's hard to find the
The-
words.
yeah, but the unconditional love, and the best way I can say it is the one that comes from the creator, the highest source, whatever, highest power. It's infinite, pure, perfect, unconditional love. And when you embrace that, I can't even tell you the bliss you feel from that. Okay. And it's something I have to work on every day to remind myself. And when Tina says sit in the power, I'm sitting in the love, baby, because that's more power to me. To me, love is the strongest power, strongest energy, and highest vibration
I'm
you can
still
get.
trying to learn to tune into that. And
One step at a time.
But the love thing, yeah, the love thing is
it's more of a choice.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to choose to hang out with this person for whatever reason I am, as opposed to
Supposed to not
yeah.
hang around those people that.
You.
Sorry,
What was
we're
I-
talking about the same people.
What was
person.
I
So.
thinking?
Yeah, at first it's all nice and
Next.
sweet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, listen to Julie. She's got a better handle on that conditional love stuff.
I feel
That's her
like-
flag. She carries that around.
Yeah. Hey, love Riot Warriors. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why
Well,
I have
I
a name.
love that name. I think that's true. I've
Yeah.
always liked that name. I was jealous when I saw it.
Why did I think of that?
Yeah, exactly.
But you've got to embrace the love and for yourself.
Mhm.
And I believe that loving yourself as much as you love the creator or the highest power.
It's a great idea.
Yes. Great concept.
Great concept. I was going to say that too.
Yes, but it makes a big difference. I feel like in this period, my
So
soul
stay
decided
tuned.
to stay alone. Do you see some new mystical love coming to me?
Who we talking? Oh, yeah.
Alia. Yeah. And no, we're not talking about Scott here, Alia.
You can.
You can talk about it. Hey, if you send him a ticket to fly to Italy, he'll be there.
Yeah, I do see an individual, for lack of better words, male. But you know what I'm hearing? They said you're not ready for him. And I say that affectionately and not in scolding or it's philosophical. There's some awarenesses they would like to see you clear up. Oh, why am I hearing the word self-righteous?
She's self-righteous?
Well,
Or this guy is self-righteous?
No, I think it's her energy. And I joke about this sometimes when I make a judgmental statement. Like I've put myself on the top of the pyramid. I'm the quintessential authority, so I have the right to make this statement about other things not being right or as they should be. I'm hearing that she should take a more neutral stance on who she is and her opinions. Are you opinionated? Because this guy is not. He's and who you are now, you're going to drive him away because he won't be able to handle the energy. And that's truly what I'm getting. So if you can take a more neutral stance on things day to day, let things flow through you rather than taking a position it should be this way or it should be this way or that's not right, this is wrong. You see the difference in the verbiage rather than saying, oh, that's interesting. We'll have to consider that, etc., etc. I hope that makes sense.
Oops.
Noble T.
Sorry about that, Billy. Yep, I was
So
trying to.
here, I'm sorry to
Okay.
use these words. These are American. But they're saying when you clean up your act, the path will be clear for this other person to enter your life.
Yeah.
But you've got to, I just get this definite sense you need to downplay your conviction about right and wrong. Ooh, that's what it is.
Oh, okay.
There's no right and wrong. There's just what's going on, and everybody has a different perspective on it.
We all have free will. We all have opinions. But what's resonating with you at the here and now, that's what you need to embrace. Remember, if somebody comes in and says, the sky is pink, take a look. Maybe it is.
Rather than say, no way.
Yeah. No, it's not pink. It's blue.
Yeah, I'm taking
Walk
that.
outside and take a look with them.
Oh, really?
Explore.
I hadn't noticed. Yeah.
Explore with this person. Basically, what I'm saying is have more of an open mind
There
to
you
everything. Open mind, open heart, and things change so
But
much
she's-
easier.
She got programming, as we all do.
Yeah.
And somebody, whoever she was around, taught her to think critically. I wonder if
Well,
I can relate to that.
I was going to say, she's in Italy, and so to me, that would be the Roman Catholic Church. I'm just
Yes,
saying
I can see
that would be
could
my first thought is
And if you have parents following
disciplined.
that,
Yeah.
You know, that would be easy to see. So we're just trying to steer you on a softer path.
Open.
There was one guy, very strong man, big career. Okay.
What's that?
She's talking about a guy she's working with.
Oh, I'm far behind. We don't hear each other for several years, but I feel deep connection.
Interesting.
And they could be a soulmate. They could be so many different things,
Yes.
but it doesn't mean that's a person to hear. And
They just said it again, soften the blow.
yeah. Oh, they also want me to tell you you're in a gap period. God's area preparation. Love yourself more. I tapped into your heart chakra. It's not as warm as it needs to be.
Okay.
It's not bad.
She's got it. So you're in the right place. You know, so just they're showing me just keep polishing the shoes,
In
keep
my
it shining.
Yeah, there's one person you really need to connect with, and that's you.
Punch me. You had
Well-
him going. You had him going for a minute. You had her going. Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, it's all about you. Okay. I'm going down the list, and whoever had the question first, and then we're going to the other list and seeing the questions. Okay. We already did Rebecca, and I got her in a couple of times. And yes, I did see your message, Victor. I've just been reading. Oh, Nicole. Nicole, are you still here, dear? Nicole.
What's the child's name? Do we have a name for the child? The
I
first
don't
name?
know anything yet.
Oh, I thought you were familiar with her.
No, I don't know
Okay.
Nicole. She's new.
Hello, Nicole. Guidance for me on a child custody case. What's the child's name? How many children are there? Maybe I'm getting one.
It says child. So
Yeah. Well, I'm hearing the word revenge on the other side.
from the other side,
Yeah.
coming at her.
Oh. So what I'm sensing is if everybody's in a very vengeful state, as you would be, but she's the wiser of the two. They're saying soften your energy. It's this confrontation thing, you know. The other person's doing what they know to do. And you can stand there and it's one of these be right battles. Oh, you got to go to the room.
Yes, I was waiting for that.
Yeah.
I said, look at that.
Yeah.
What about the room?
We talk about the room. That's where you visualize
Okay,
things.
Nicole, are you here?
That's true. Maybe we should know whether Nicole's here. But if any of you are in a child custody case, go to the room and talk to the other side. Tie him in a chair, do whatever you want to do with him.
Good job, Victor.
And give them your position and ask them both of you need to go to the win-win level rather than I'm going to get you even kind of thing, or I win, you lose, all of that. You came together for a reason. I want to look for gifts received.
Yep.
I'm not seeing Nicole.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to go on. Okay. Let's see who else we got.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Sending forgiveness to the Father and to your own emotions over it can neutralize the drama. Perfect.
Yes, exactly.
Is it Keka Miller? Keki Cow.
Kekika Miller.
It's
I call her
Keki-
Miss Miller.
Oh, you've seen her before?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Miller. I like that. That's easier.
Yes. And yeah, I'm just popping into the questions. I'll go, yes, everybody's on the list, but I'll go back to the non-list, the scrolling to see.
What are 5D partnerships?
She's heard the term divine union about 5D partnerships. Has anyone else heard of that? This is for all of us, not just for us.
Okay, I have not heard of that.
Divine union I have, and a lot of that is based on soulmates. Remember, you can have more than one. Your animals can be your soulmate. It doesn't matter. Twin flames, you only have one of those, and that's a divine union as well. As far as the 5D part, you can have divine union in the 3D, but they will help you. We don't do scammers here, people. So be careful.
Rose Watson.
They have a tendency to just want to reel you in to take your money. So let's see. That's good. Yeah. You don't like the Kakika. We're not saying it right. Okay. As far as unions could be at 3Ds, but they will help raise you up, help your ascension, especially if you're working together with a partner. Can help you ascend a lot quicker.
Oh, good one, Victor.
Good. Yes.
That can be hard to do. That's
Yeah, and I'm glad he said thank you.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I know that you helped somebody else. Look at you saying it. Fine key.
Kikika. Kikika. Okay.
Okay.
Miss Miller.
Yes, Bonnie says it so easily, and it's like it's Miss Miller to me. I don't want to butcher it. Okay, and Victor helped out someone else. He had the guy crying because he's helping him out. But yeah, so see, it works. And your mediumship worked really well. So congratulations on that. Now I'm going to go back to the top again because a lot of you who are on the list did not put a question in the list. Lewis, are you here? And if you are, do you have a question? Miss Harley, do you have a question? And Red, I know you put your question in just a minute or two ago or a few minutes ago. I'm going to go back to that one. We are getting a lot of chat, so that's great. We appreciate that. But I need to find you again, Red. Did you see Red's?
He did come in and he asked a question.
Do you want to feel comfortable again?
It's where I went.
Okay. You have to make the changes in you that you want to see.
Which involves thinking a different thought. And that's the hard part. Remember to do that because we get stuck in our patterns. And here's a little game you can play. I would first of all tell you to listen to Abraham Hicks because she is the quintessential expert on thinking a different thought. And she's on YouTube and free, and you can listen to her as much as you want. But I'm assuming you're talking about an emotional recovery. And I'm proud of you for hanging in here and keep coming back. And it sounds like you're working on yourself. But you want to visualize, even in a fantasy state, you got to become that actor. Visualize the part you want to play, not the part you're in. Get into character. What would it feel like? And those are the strong ways to draw those, those changes. And be aware of who you are, of course, and do it differently. Or you just keep doing what you're doing and expect different results. That won't happen. But I'm a big fan of the thinking of Abraham Hicks, which is Esther Hicks. From an injury, it's very infirm. Oh, I bet it was. So if you're doing things to make that, take a lot of vitamin C, do the draw in energy, ask your guides to send you energy. You can, I don't know what the injury is, but of course you'll feel comfortable again if you're healing.
Okay. I'm feeling from an injury, it's very uncomfortable. What is it? They keep saying to embrace the true authentic you. You keep
Okay.
focusing on any injuries to you, and I'm not talking just physical, any injuries that you perceive, and we've talked about it, wise or wounded.
Yeah.
Do you want to be wise or do you want to remain wounded? I mean, you've got to make the choice. And I know it sounds, just give me a direction and I'll go with it. But then if it doesn't work because you don't truly embrace it and believe it, and it's not going to help. Do you understand? Just hoping. Do you want to have a good recovery? You can. You've got to make the decision. I'm better than this.
I'm,
I'm sorry. Miss Angie wants to know
winning lottery
what are
numbers.
the lotto numbers? I'm in Michigan feeling lucky. No real questions for me unless Spirit has lucky numbers for me.
We talked about that Monday night.
Did you?
Yeah. I said, we got somebody was saying that Spirit would never give you the lotto numbers because think how many people are asking for them. I often wonder, those big winners, is it just random chance? It's just crazy odd.
Okay. And Billy, I did look back, and the only question I saw was, am I on the list, or can I be on the list? That's the only question I have. So if you have another question, please post it again, because I looked through all of the lists and I couldn't find it.
Red, I'm getting the sense you're not eating well. You want high energy food, the plants, celery, carrots, whatever, vitamin C, clean water. I don't know if you're sitting at home laying there hurting, you're probably eating garbage. And I say that just out of speculation because that's what a lot of people do. So you want to maximize your intake is what I'm hearing, and make sure you give everything your body needs to do the healing. That's paramount. And then use your brain to do the rest.
And Miss Angie says she just wants the first 5. She'll figure out the last one.
Oh, that special one.
Sorry. And she's in Michigan on vacation right now.
Red, let me tell you this. You don't want to feel the pain. I had a seminar last weekend and we had to sit in positions that my neck gets tired, starts to hurt. I simply asked, I said, hey guys, can you come in and help me with this neck pain? And truly over the course of the 4 days, it got better.
Yeah.
I didn't have to use the pillows and all that. So don't be afraid to call in your energy and say, hey guys, I need some help here on this. And be grateful and be appreciative and be nice. And try that. That's, the sensation is pain. And then the other thing you do is you do stuff to distract yourself away from the pain. Don't just sit there focusing on the pain. Focus on something that's not painful.
Right. And when you stop thinking about these sensations, when you stop, acknowledge them and then move on. Like when I have a pain in my body, or, okay, let's do it the easy way. When I hit something and I know it bruise, I say, okay, body, send out the bruise patrol. And get it taken care of, because I know I have extra healing abilities in my solar plexus. So I send it out, and I have not been bruised lately. I used to be bruised all the time. I'm always, not stubbing my toe or anything like that, but hitting things where I get bruised. I'm not being bruised. It's not trying to ignore it. Just say, thank you. Acknowledge the pain, and then call in help, whether it's Archangel Raphael, who's all about healing, whether it's Jesus, he's a healer. I mean, whomever you believe, whatever.
And you don't have to believe in anybody. Just say, come on, guys.
Yeah, don't stop it. Just say, hey, I acknowledge it, and then go on after that. But acknowledge it and call in help. And then I distract myself on other things, and when I come back to it, it's gone. It's okay, thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm laughing at your wine remark here because I was getting the sense. Red, are you sitting there drinking wine? Maybe you're trying to kill the pain, but I'm getting the sense the wine's not a good thing to be doing. FYI.
Yeah, and it's not about ignoring it. It's acknowledging it
and redirecting your focus.
And then asking for help and then redirecting your
Yeah.
focus. Ask for help to come in to help you with it, whatever the sensation is. Yes, exactly. Exactly. So just,
Or
you can do
got,
this.
you're big on the affirmations,
Yeah. And I meant to reach down, but I know we've
I'm not hurting, I'm not hurting, I'm not in pain, I'm not in pain.
well, but then you're okay. When you say no on something, remember the universe hears what you say. They don't hear the negative part. So you don't want to, that's why I say acknowledge it, call in help, and then find something else to
To think about and let it
think
go.
about.
Yeah.
Because once you let it go, once you acknowledge it, thank you. I get aches and pains. If I'm going to bed and I have an ache somewhere, I'll grab bloodstones, and I said, and I'll put one in my right hand at a time. I have two. Um, I'll put it, and the pain flares up. I put it next to my pain, and the other one I'll put it in my right hand. If I need it at second place, then I put it next to that, and by morning I'm fine. It's just your intentions, your mind over matter. You can make the difference, but it's you who's got to make the difference. No one else can for you. So ignoring it totally. Oh, I'm sorry. Angie, why didn't you remind me of this? Uh, sorry, I've got something to show you. Let's see, where are you? I have Valerie in here to help out.
Did somebody just say something profound that I missed out on?
No, it's just, I remember.
Healing journey. About 2 years ago, my life was like really unmanageable, and I got shut. You know how the universe or God kind of like taps you on the shoulder, you don't listen, kind of gives you a little push, you don't listen, shoves you to your knees, you still don't listen. I got shoved on my ass, and so I needed to really change the way I was living.
Valerie Bertinelli.
Valerie Bertinelli.
I thought she had a charmed life. Last time I saw her, she was always saying everything. That's interesting to see that side of her.
Yeah. And then she got a kids baking thing. It's a show. I don't know what it is. It's a contest sort of thing, but kids do the baking. She got let go of that. And they got somebody in who's less expensive. Okay. But she had to redo things after letting go because she felt bad, but she had realigned her life after that.
That's the old psychic 2x4.
It is.
Like she was saying, if you don't listen. Okay, that's perfect.
It is, but you're not asking for help.
Ask for help. You don't have to do it alone.
Yeah. And you've got to believe it, because if you ask for help and you don't believe in what's coming in, it's not going to get done.
We had a friend who she was ticked off at her energy guidance. Said, I don't need you anymore. But in the meantime, she had those knee problems and foot problems and whatever, and her legs were in pain. Well, when she said, get out of here, I don't need you, the pain amplified. She didn't realize how much they were doing for her to subdue. So once you put two and two together, like Valerie just did, she called, I'm sorry, come back. And I'm over exaggerating here, but that was the process. The pain went back to a lesser degree.
Yeah.
So you don't realize how much you're being cared for. If you ask it in, they'll stand there and wait for you to ask. So
yeah, they won't come in and
you have
make
to give
the
them
difference.
permission.
Yeah.
So I yell at, hey guys, I've given them carte blanche. Hey, anytime, anywhere, any day, come on.
And whatever the injury is, we have entities around us.
Oh,
we have so much that can help us.
Kika Miller. Ms. Miller, good answer. Good
and
words.
Yeah, always imagine that's what you were talking about. I am healed. I am healed.
Yeah.
And it's not, I am not in pain. No, I am healed. I am healed.
I get it.
I am in the present and the here and the now. Always positive, because if you put a negative in front of something, you're going to get more of that something.
Ooh, I hadn't thought of that.
Okay? Because the universe doesn't hear, I don't want. They just hear what you're saying. So if you don't want something, just say, I am healed. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. I love that one. To me, that is one of the best affirmations, easiest one to remember. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise.
Good.
Just simple.
That
To the
covers
point.
the whole.
And that covers a lot of you who are saying they're having problems medically. But if you have specific questions on anything else, remember, we're not doctors or anything like that. But we are here to help.
We're giving you our intuitive.
Yeah, and divinely guided too. Who did we say? Tammy, are you still here? You asked for a reading, but you didn't say what the question was. Billy, I did see your question, and it was about love and the future. I think I have to go back for it again. I thought I pinned it. Hold on. Let me see if I pinned it.
Interesting, Harley. Good idea.
What?
About his idea for helping Red about the song.
I love
using
this
the song, because you can sing it over and over in your head as an affirmation. The lyrics, the appropriate lyrics.
And this morning,
I got sunshine in my pocket.
There was music going on in my head, and I couldn't grasp the words. And then it was, "It's a beautiful day." So
sounds like Mr. Rogers.
It wasn't. It's a more modern thing, but I can't remember. Darian, you are on the list. Yes. Sound crazy, but can you think of a song or lyrics of a song that says that when pain comes, you sing it away or speak it away? Yeah. Yeah, massaging does not work for all injuries. Every injury is different. Every person is different, but you've got to make up your mind what your
it's still a mind.
Yeah, it's mind over matter. I mean, you've got to make it your intention to heal. Yeah, I just had yours, Billy, and okay, I'm going back to it. There you go. All right. So I cooped up.
Billy Diamonds. Scanning, scanning, scanning. I'm feeling empty. I'm feeling alone. I'm feeling cold. Hicks is always saying everybody's looking for love in all the wrong places, which gets back to loving yourself.
Yeah, but the song is a great song. Looking for love in all the wrong places.
Is there a song about that?
Yes. I don't remember who it is, and if Miss Pam was here, she'd have the answer already. I haven't seen her in a while.
Anybody know that song? We're putting it out there. I'm still playing with you here, Billy.
Somebody will have that in a second for us.
But I'm hearing what they just said was you're taking no action. So my question is, are you waiting for love to find you, or are you out there putting yourself out in the world, looking, socializing? Who's the
Johnny Lee.
We found it. Looking for love in all the wrong places. I hear that song. Anyway, I think I do remember that now.
You had to get it for somewhere.
It's been my theme song.
Yeah, I bet. A couple times in your life, huh? I was going to say something, but I'll let it go.
Oh, go ahead. I would.
I was going to say them driving down the street, but anyway.
Street corner.
Well, you know what I meant by the driving down the street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, where am I working?
I love that. I love that, Alia. Destiny's Child, something.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Survivor, yes.
Yeah, so you're reprogramming. That's perfect.
Yes.
But Billy, particular one.
Yeah.
Well, don't do that.
There's a song too, but I won't do that. Okay. Never mind.
I'm sure. I get that you're stuck. I get that you're just you're not I just get that you're not putting yourself out there you're not letting the inner, you're waiting for something to find you. It's like sitting in your house in a chair waiting for a new job to come instead of actively searching on the internet or, the old days it was newspapers. They're saying you got to take action. You got to put yourself out there and expose yourself. And they're saying be who you are. That's what it is. There's a lot of shyness I'm sensing on your side. You got to put yourself out there energetically, socially. The other thing is, there's something you haven't learned yet. And I don't mean that to scold you. There's something, they're saying there's something in place waiting for you, but you haven't seen the door yet. I have no idea what that means.
He's in a room and he can't find the door.
Okay, I could go with that.
And there's a song about that too.
Is it really?
Yes. Can't find the exit and can't find the door.
It's he wants to jump off the end of the diving board, but he hasn't climbed the ladder to get on the diving board to jump in the pool.
So don't jump from where you're at because you're not going to hit the pole.
No,
You're going to hit the cool deck.
but
And
there's
it
some
ain't gonna be
awareness
pretty.
that he's lacking. Yeah. Social graces. How do you tell somebody they have not got social graces?
You just said
I
it.
just said it. So
Hi, Pamela.
no, but you're too withdrawn. You got to show who you are, and you got to be sincere, and you got to talk.
Oh.
Women like people who talk.
Not too much, though.
Yeah,
And not about themselves. Please ask questions.
and they're saying trust in yourself. They're saying you have a lot to offer. You're just not displaying it.
Okay.
Well, no,
Nobody's waiting for
nobody's
you.
waiting for you per
It's,
se. It's you've got to be ready to. It's like the bird that builds a
got
nest.
10-10
You can't
here,
lay the
Kirby.
eggs till the nest is built. So you're still building the nest.
right. What was the thing? Yeah. The universe has them for you. You're just not ready yet.
Yeah.
And what I got first, and is very prevalent, is a pain in your receiving hand. That is your left hand. And it's very, very painful. That means you're not ready to receive.
Unworthy.
You might have gotten that word, but you have not prepared yourself. I'm checking as soon as I hit the heart chakra, he ain't ready.
Not ready for
Billy's not ready.
Yeah.
Also, two things: not being authentic self, and someone is smoking. That's all I'm getting.
I'm smelling smoke all of a sudden. Wow.
Ooh, you're clear.
That's weird for you said that I smoke tobacco.
Yeah,
Wow.
I smell tobacco in my lungs, and my
What the hell?
throat have got somebody smoking. And I haven't gotten this in a long time. So,
No.
Jess, I hope you haven't picked up a cigarette just now.
Smells like my employee.
Is he around?
No, he's not, but he'll go out to the truck, have a cigarette, and that's what it smells like.
Yeah, exactly.
I like that, Jess. I'm on the same line with you.
What is the
She said
unworthy part?
She said let go of any shame.
You are worthy. Everybody's worthy.
You just you haven't given yourself, don't go looking for this other person to fix you.
Yeah. But Billy, you've got this, but you've got to prepare yourself. Like I said, we talked earlier, open mind, open heart, and your heart is not open right now. There's a lead weight at the
They're giving
bottom.
me a picture of him just handing out flowers to people walking down the sidewalk. I've seen that on Reels.
Yeah.
I'm going to offer you that as a vision that I just got. I don't know what that would translate for you. Oh, they're saying get out of your own way. All right, let me tell you this quickly. I heard a story about a woman that was depressed. She went to church, very active in her church, but all she did was sit home. The children apparently could afford to bring in a psychologist who was very well known. He did. He realized that her thing was going to church, and she grew violet plants. Long story short, he told her to give anybody who had a birthday at the church to focus on them and give them a violet.
Right.
The point was it got her out of her own. So she was thinking about other people rather than her own misery. So
Yeah.
not that you have to go out and grow grow violets.
Now, Red thought they heard that you were telling Billy that Billy was unworthy.
Oh, no.
You might think you are, but no, everybody's
no.
worthy.
If
You're just not ready.
Yeah, it's a
Not ready.
yes. There are some broken pieces that you've got some misconceptions about yourself that are going to not do you any good in trying to find a relationship. You need to be more confident in who you are. Don't wait for another person to come along and fix you. Is what I'm
Yeah,
doing. Yes,
right.
I like the child. Yes, Victor, very good. Right on. And we've all got those things. But somebody told you that you weren't good enough, and I think you're buying into it. So the thing where we're trying to go is you are. You just got to accept who you are and know that you're doing okay.
Well, and you can be doing better, but it's your choice. Like I said, yeah, forgive others, but you got to forgive yourself. Again, back to the heart of the matter. But what were they just saying? They were just saying something profound, as they say.
Good. Yeah.
It is a gap time for you, but you need to. It's up to you. You have free will, but you need to prepare for what's coming. The universe has so many things better for you than you've had in the past. You've learned your lessons, but you need to move forward. But in order to do that, open mind, open heart, and get out there and socialize. Even if it's, I was going to say, even if it's just on social media, but they would rather you be in person, whether it's a coffee shop or something. What?
Or just, you know how that you're sitting in a restaurant eating, you said coffee shop and it jumped in my head. You buy somebody else's, they don't know who you are, but you buy somebody else's.
Right.
If you're in a coffee shop, buy somebody else's coffee without them knowing about it.
Right.
That's fun to do.
Yeah.
Or
Say
dinner.
you're at the front of the line and you see somebody behind you.
Tell the cashier.
Yeah. Tell the cashier, I want to buy theirs. I'll give you, if they know that person, they'll be able to tell you how much they're going to be charging the person. Believe me.
Paying it forward kind of thing.
Yeah, it's paying it forward. But most of the baristas and all, they know the regular customers and they'll know exactly how much it is. And they'll probably be very excited that you want to help them out because they know their life stories just by them walking in and their demeanor each and every day.
I've done that in restaurants a couple times.
Yeah.
It's worth $1 million when you see the waitress walk up and say, hey, your dinner's been paid for, and they don't know. Everybody looks around. It's great.
And is the waitress very good at not telling?
Well, you tell your waitress and say, hey, I want to pay for their food, but don't tell them who we are. And they say, okay, and they take your card. And then they go over and announce to the table you're talking about. I've done it with young couples. I've done it with older couples.
Oh.
And nobody's expecting it. And it's quite the deal.
Oh, muttered. Feeling they're unworthy. You're not that they're unworthy. No. How to be authentic self? Okay, I'm glad it's on tape. He might have said unworthy, but that they're feeling unworthy. Yes. Sorry. Mm-hmm. That's what he meant. So sorry we weren't
You're
100%
to the best.
Perfect. However, be authentic self. This is the time to take time for yourself, to meditate. I suggest the 5-minute candle, which is 5 minutes. You stare at the flame or kind of off of the flame for 5 minutes a day for 7 days. This will help clear your mind of things. All you're doing is looking at the flame. You're concentrating on the flame. Thoughts may come and go. The flame. You just keep coming back to the flame. This is not a meditation per se. It's just clearing. And it helps you get focused on the here and the now. Okay? It helps you understand and get back to this focus anytime you need to. Okay, so it's about you. Once you get that focus, you work on forgiving yourself for anything and everything you need to forgive yourself. And I did this a couple times. I wrote down anybody I felt I needed to forgive and send love to. Is it Remy? Is that the philosopher? Is it Remy?
I've heard the name.
Yeah, okay. I think it
Rumi.
Rumi.
Are you?
M.I. Yeah. It was a type of prayer that they said to say, Rumi said to say. And I followed that. It's, I'm sorry, I love you. I can't remember it all. I had it all written down. And it's self-care, self-worth. And yes, thank you.
Hi, Lale 906. Just letting you know we know you're
Rumi,
here.
thank you, Jesse.
Rumi, yes.
Jess. Sorry, Jess.
See, Jess, you need to move here in Arizona. We need you here.
She's with Bonnie right now.
She
Bonnie
knows-
needs her too.
She
for a
knows
minute.
everything.
Yeah. Rumi. Yeah. But it'll help. I adore Rumi. Yeah. So everybody, for Billy, look at Rumi and do some of that. Is Hawaiian practice. Oops, sorry. Practice of forgiveness and reconciliation that involves saying these phrases to acknowledge and take responsibility for your negative thoughts, actions, or emotions. Exactly, Harley. That's exactly what you need. This goal is to transform negative elements into positive healing energy. And for
I'm
you,
sorry, please forgive me. Love you. Thank you. Oh,
yes. I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you. Yes, exactly.
I'm pawn
And that's Rumi does that too. So yeah, I'm glad to see it's not just one way, but this is for everybody who's going for that. Anybody who
interesting.
needs healing, this is very important.
I'm sorry, please forgive me. I love you. Thank you.
The brain needs new knowledge of experience. Okay. Did you read that?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't say anything. Okay.
I don't know everything. I'm just a Gemini.
Um,
I'm Gemini rising. See, we're meant to be together.
you're a Gemini rising?
Gemini rising. Pisces is Gemini rising.
Okay. Oh my.
I was married to a Gemini. Oh my gosh.
We already called Tammy. She didn't answer. Kim and KK and Lizzie.
Wait. Lolly, I have
Lolly?
to say something here quick. It's hard to forgive yourself when someone takes their life over you, leaving them. Okay, here's the deal. That had nothing to do with you.
Nope.
That says what their energies were representing. You did not cause that.
You did not have anything to do with it. That was their choices.
Yes. Free choice.
They have free will. And I understand that you're trying to take the guilt. No, give it back. Give it back.
Yep.
It is not yours to take.
It's your job to stand firm and know who you are and know that you did all you could do. So if they were trying to get even with you, it doesn't work.
Yeah. And I know it's easier said than done. I understand that. I had a former sister-in-law that her husband did that. And he did it so that his son, I think he was about 7, 8 years old, came and found him. Okay. And yes, that family has been healing for many years. And I know it's a difficult thing, but you can forgive your own guilt because you are not the problem in any way, shape, or form. Okay. So I understand why why you were called on that. I mean, called to be read because you are more worthy than you know. It's their choices. And you're not the only one who's come in with that issue.
Well, that's all that. It's the programming we have beat into us.
Yeah.
But she had nothing to do with, unless she had the knife in her hand, and I'm being facetious.
Right.
Somebody go out and that's if you are being honest and leave and doing what's serving you, that's the best you can do.
Right. And then, yeah. And I let go of a 35-year relationship. And I let them know I don't have any resentments, any regrets. I learned my lessons and I'm done. I have unconditional love for them. And that's where it's not romantic love. So it doesn't hurt as much when you separate
Yeah.
as with unconditional love, just like you have,
Oh, I see what you're doing.
just like you have for Gizzy. You have unconditional love. Yeah, I know you don't want them tearing up your furniture, but that's, but you have unconditional love for him. And that's the sort of thing. That's the basic love, unconditional love. Now, the pure perfect, that, believe me, there's a lot more power behind that one. I'm
There
just
would
saying.
have to be. Yeah, I can't imagine.
Wow.
I heard a story one time about two ministers, young minister, older minister. And on this given night, the younger minister he wanted to experience the Christ energy.
Mhm.
Apparently he did. And the bed was short of his body was on fire, close to heart, whatever happened. And he told his senior about it. And he said, "You did what?" In other words, what, do you realize what you were asking for? I mean, and he probably got a fraction of what he could have,
Oh, yeah.
But the point was, he asked for it enough. He got it. But it was, I think it was beyond exhilarating. And one of those, it was an interesting lesson that I read about. And I thought that was, when you talk about energy and unconditional love. And you're reading, so cute.
And we know that, So, KK, we're going to read you.
Oh, you know
so
what?
Whenever you're ready.
Oh, Lolly.
We're still, another thought for Lolly. Okay.
That if she thinks about that person killing themselves or taking their own life, you think about it and you say, I love him or her.
Yes.
And you let it go.
Yes.
And wish them well.
And that to me is the unconditional love part. And I know the romantic part tears at your heart, your physical heart.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
But when it comes to unconditional love for that person, it just brightens your everything. I mean, you radiate unconditional love and it brightens your light within when you're radiating that. So I can tell you it really, really helps when you can separate that out between the two. I'm sending out love for you too, because I know it's a very difficult time for you. But forgive your own guilt. So KK, what was your question? What now?
I'm thinking of 3 relationships back. She was not emotionally available. And I teased her one night. I said, I was telling somebody else about her, and I said, you got to be careful with her because if you keel over dead, she's going to walk in the room and just kick you and then step over you. It was, that's how detached she was emotionally with people. Melissa was son with cancer. Well, here's what I would do. I think he's got 50 years left. Because there are so many alternatives. I see them daily in terms of naturopathic mushroom. Check into turkey tail mushroom. I mean, this is where Julie and I would go in a heartbeat if we had that situation.
Yep.
I don't know if you're mentally into medical or what's into alternative. Even free. Do this. Only because I just discovered it. The name of the product is Spooky 2, Spooky 2. It is a frequency machine. I'm telling you, this is rabbit hole stuff. I'm trying it myself.
You take fingernail clippings or some other part of your body that has DNA in it, and you put it in a little clip. This is very oversimplified. This machine, and then you pull a program out of the computer for your like skin cancer, diabetes, all of this. There's all these programs reference that malady. The machine sends out a frequency through your DNA to you for healing. Just look it up. Look up Spooky 2. It's way too involved to me to explain it here, but I would do that in 10 minutes. They've got a unit for $166. You don't have to buy the $10,000 machine or the $2,000 machine, but look into Spooky 2. You know, it's sort of claiming your own. If you're walking around,
abilities.
Yeah, but if you're walking around waiting for somebody else to cure you, but the chemos I think do more harm than good, in my opinion. I'm not a doctor.
And physician, heal thyself.
Yes.
We're all healers.
Yes.
We're all psychics. We're all whatever we practice. We're stronger and stronger.
There are healers. There's mushrooms. There's everything that Julie and I could steer you to if you're interested. And do that. Spooky 2. It's a worldwide sort of operation, but they're here in the United States. And you can find them on. I'm getting emails from them all the time. They've got a program for taking away gray hair, and I'm reading testimonials about that, and on and on and on. So I just bought one. I'm not 35 yet, but we're working on it. And I'm looking for that program in the computer.
Okay.
We're reading here whether or not focus where to stand now. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, back to KK. KK had a question. I was wondering if Gabriel has a message for me. I've felt his presence heavily the past couple of months, even seen signs from him.
Right away, I'm getting, you've been calling, and we are at the door, and we're knocking hard. They're saying you're not hearing, not out of not wanting to. There are some subtle signs you're missing, but that energy is all around you. You've called it in. I'm getting a lot of purple. Oh my gosh, I don't usually get color, but that's around you. And something about early evening. But if you will sit and get quiet, that energy, they know how sincere you are about calling it in. That energy is collectively trying to access you and let you know it's there. So be in tune to, I don't know, sit down in a chair and you feel weird sensations like spider on you or, a brush in your face. Wow, this is strong. You've called, you've asked, and they're responding. Right. Write down some words. If Gabriel was standing in your kitchen, I want you to write down a little note to him tonight or now, wherever you are. Just what would you say to them if they came in the back door? Then whatever you want to relate it to. And then close your eyes and see what you get.
One of the things I do, it's like what you were saying, but get a pad of paper. You can put your question on it, but then go to the next page and do some auto or free writing. Set your timer for 15 minutes the first time.
Just write down whatever comes through.
Whatever is coming. The first 10 minutes, it could be gibberish. It could be nothing. But you could get the words immediately. So don't say, they said nothing would come through until 10 minutes. No, I started writing the first time I read this and I was called to do it. I started writing and you get this feel that they're there and that you need to write.
Yeah.
And just start writing. I have making it a point to go out and see the sunset every night. I'll sit quietly and see what comes through.
Yeah.
But take a pad of paper and start writing down. Okay.
You can just do squiggles until some words come in.
Well, I just started writing every word that pops in my head. I'm not clairaudient yet, or at least I'm not hearing it, but my knowing, my claircognizant, the words pop in my head and I just write. I just start writing.
I'm gonna
whatever
go back.
comes.
Who was the gal with the kid with son with cancer?
You're the one who saw them.
Oh, they didn't come on your side.
Well, they did come on my side, but it was a ways back. You saw them and you wrote it
We're
down.
looking for you. We gal with
Oh, okay,
my son has cancer, Melissa.
Melissa. Okay,
Anyway, to answer your question, that's why I was throwing the spooky 2 thing out to you.
right.
And reference your question. I'm hearing 4
For what?
years, but I don't want to lock into that. Don't buy into that.
But you also heard 50 years.
Yeah, it's just whatever they
But
want to do about it.
You got to remember, it's the mindset of the person. Also, you can get second and third opinions.
This is a heck of a journey you're on if you
Yeah,
take opportunity.
And you guys are doing this as a lesson to be learned for the whole family. Okay, it's
But
not
the
just one
son,
person alone.
He's the lowest energy. He's given up.
Already, just because he heard?
I think so. What do they call those? There's a term for it. You get the diagnosis from the doctor and you take it as a
You accept it.
yes.
And if you accept something like that, it's not good.
First of all, get him on Abraham Hicks. Start listening to her about healing. Anything you can think of. Abraham, type in Abraham Hicks healing, Abraham Hicks curing diseases, and her whole thing is thinking a different thought. So you got to boost your son's confidence in this solving the situation. He's got to believe it. So that's what I would do. I'd buy Spooky 2, start playing with that. There's testimonials all over the place about those machines.
How old is your son currently? And you didn't ask for a name.
I did not.
I'm surprised. And then
I was keying in on.
I hope we got you enough information, KK, on that, because we keep going back to.
We're bouncing around.
I can't keep up with him today. He's everywhere. And then Craddy, you're after we wrap
So,
everything
Melissa,
else up.
Get your son on his feet. Tell him to not give up.
Oh, KK, we have to go back to you in a second. Yeah. Oh no, he's got that. Never mind.
And tell him there's all kinds of hope. Just ask me and Julie.
Yeah.
We know.
He's 33.
What part of the world is he in? We can send him all over the place. If he hasn't given up. Maybe he wants to give up. Some people
Well, she said he already has. We don't want that to happen.
know, so. Otherwise, wish him well. Tell him you love him.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you, Al, on the frequency. The frequencies make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, Abraham Hicks is great. But definitely turkey tail is a very good thing for him. Oh, I meant to put this back up again. Chapter 13, healing yourself with your body with affirmations, okay? And it's ebook and Audible too.
Here's the caveat. She can't make him want to do this. He has to. This is his deal.
You can read things to him, but you can
throw out all the concepts, lead the horse to water.
But you can't make him drink.
Yeah, see if he'll drink. I do every day. What does she do every day? Something.
Pray.
Oh, okay.
Pray for his healing.
Get him up in the room up here and talk to him and say, hey, what's the deal here, dude? Don't give up.
Why are you wanting to leave me?
Yeah.
I'd like you to be around for a while. I'd love to see
What the hell,
grandkids. But this might be the journey that you're on. I don't know. It's just his mindset has to be where he wants to fight.
Yep.
And we'll send him love, add him to our prayer
All you can
change
do
and
is take
everything.
him to the playground and show him where the equipment is. And he chooses the ride that he wants to experience. But that's all you can do, kiddo. So good luck. Keep us posted. Let us know how it goes. And we are dealing with value and Melissa, healing.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
What?
Melissa just said she doesn't think he wants to. Yeah,
Well, just sit down and really have a heart-to-heart group.
Go into the room. Go take him into your mental room, your vision center. Talk to him there. He'll hear you there differently than he will hear you mouth to mouth. And you can dig into what's really going on with him. If he wants to give up, he may be at a low point in his life and he's just saying heck with it. But tell him he's got a lot to live for. And if he decides to check out, think of all the people in the world that will miss out on the experience of knowing him, kind of thing. So he's cutting a lot of people out of the loop by giving up that way. So.
And Jess, as Jess said, her mom healed herself from cancer. I think it was your mom, right? Healed themselves with diets.
Oh, yeah. There's and fasting.
Fasting.
3,
and
7,
at 30,
21-day fasts, it
yeah,
cleans out all kinds of stuff.
And at his age, it would be very good
at
for
30,
him.
Yeah, he's in his
33. Yeah, if they're in the teenage years, fasting can be a little difficult, but at that age, you should be okay to do it. Also, we have a part of our group. I'm putting her name in here. She's a nutrition. I don't know the name. I mean, her exact title, but she has. I can't even think of her name. Angie, are you still in? Can you give Kim Kobe's information?
Yeah, the sugar is a killer.
Oh, yeah. Please cut out the
Cancer
sugar.
loves to eat that sugar.
Yep. And that's why getting a lot of mushrooms in and
the fasting.
Yeah. He can eat all the mushrooms. Your stepmom, Jess. Sorry, thank you. He can eat all the mushrooms he wants, even if he's going through chemo or anything else. Mushrooms won't be harmed by that, and they'll get the protective and healing entities within.
You could like that.
Yeah. Claudene talks about that.
Interesting.
She works with the doctors to help
Oh.
with cancer and all.
That's our mushroom lady we're talking about.
Yeah. And I'll put her information up real quick. I don't know if I did earlier.
You did.
I did. Okay.
Once.
So Claudine. So, okay, one more
Put it up
time.
again.
Oops. Sorry. Get through this. Okay, Claudine, where are you?
This is our mushroom lady
Mm-hmm.
here in Phoenix.
She helps people get off of big pharmaceutical stuff and other addictions. And the mushrooms really help. You took turkey tail and it helped with
That eye thing I had.
with cancer
Yeah.
that he had.
I'm sure it diminished it. I chickened out and went to the doctor anyway.
Yeah, and I know it removed it completely. He had to go through the surgery and had a beautiful black eye afterwards, but he's made it through all of it. Read my last comment.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
He's dealing with the initial shocker right now.
Denial or
Oh, yeah. Denial.
and the acceptance, if they accept their diagnosis instead of no, I don't accept it. We know of someone, at least I know someone who doesn't believe in cancer, won't accept cancer in his life in any way, shape, or form. However, his dad is an oncologist.
Huh.
So they kind of clash
Yeah.
when it comes to cancer, but one's never going to get it. The other one has to live with it daily, trying to help others and save others, and is very good at it. But it's the decision. Mind over matter. You can heal yourself a lot with that, but you've got to be in the right mind frame. Okay, Craddy, are you still here? You had a question. And I'm trying to get back to where your question is. Yeah. All about healing today. I've migraine and eye issues from years. Can Archangel tell me why I'm going through it? What does Gabriel say?
Yeah, I'm getting a couple of things. Well, I want to go spooky too, first of all. There's a clash of concepts going on with her. I can't remember. Let me put this together. You can mess with yourself by having two conflicting goals. Much like the person who's raised in the Catholic Church and yet experiences something other than what's hammered into them philosophically. It's a tug of war, right versus wrong. This doesn't feel right, but if I do this, I'm going to hell. And so I don't know what your clash would be, but it's like a tug of war. Migraine and eye issues for years. I'd love to have an answer for you here that's concrete. What are they giving me? You know what? I want to go to Abraham Hicks again. Listen to some of her meditations on YouTube, and go type in Abraham Hicks eye issues, Abraham Hicks migraines. I'd be interested to see what comes up on that. I haven't had to deal with that. My son's got a lot of eye issues, and I will tell you what I know about him. He doesn't want to see what's really going on. He doesn't want to look at himself. He doesn't want to understand why he does what he does. It's that lack of introspection, and it's manifesting in his eyes, which would be the seeing part. Is what myself and some cohorts think they have sense. I've never confronted him with this because I don't think he'd want to hear it, but I'm just sharing that as a possibility. And they're saying to see through different eyes. But migraine can be debilitating, and I'm not making light of that. I've never had migraine issues. But I'm getting circulation. There's things out there like the Beamer units and all that dilate your blood vessels and increase circulation. But I'm hearing the word limited beliefs. So there's something that I think's holding you back that you're just not conscious of. I don't know where else to go like that. Just like a being driven.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, all of that.
Yeah, what on all you got something like that. I had a migraine for a whole year. I was only relieved for 5 days. But what I'm getting right now for you, Craddy, is that your crown chakra is just caked with, the words are indecisions. And I think that's more where you're getting the fear of being divine. Ow. They're saying there's a lot of information coming in. You do not know how to decipher the messages. And it's, wow, there's a lot of pain in my head. So are you getting nauseousness with this? Are you getting flashes? Are you getting, what else are you getting? That you can't handle light. I mean, where are you at with these migraines? Because each one is different. Like I said, I had it for a while, and I can tell you that cheese, chocolate, and red wine are very detrimental to you when you have migraines.
Alcohol constricts the blood vessels.
Alcohol too.
So anything alcoholic.
Yeah, but it was mainly red
Nicotine.
wine because of the sulfur that I don't know if it was sulfur. It was something in there. The tannins. Yes, thank you. Thank you. They had to clarify that for me. It's the tannins that cause that problem. As far as the eyes, What is they telling me about eyes? Past text I added, you need to work on your third eye. Okay, what we're talking about is not Miss Miller, it's Craddy, Victor. And that's what I think Miss Miller was trying to help us out with, was helping us out, not trying, helping us out with Craddy and the information there. Because you've got a lead cap on, and there's a lot of past life problems, but you're just not letting things go. They're piling up on top of your head.
I'm feeling there's a lot of weight.
A lot of weight. Yeah.
Chains, wrapped in chains of weight.
Yeah. And I'm concentrating on my shoulders too. And yeah, I'm feeling that there are chains around there, chains around your stomach. You're not trusting, you're not believing, blah, blah, blah. I can continue. Yeah. Lot of congestion, consternation, confusion. These are the words they're giving me in all of your chakras. You need to lighten up. You need
It's a chakra tune-up.
chakra tune-up, cleansing, activation, all of that. Oh, it's even making me dizzy. Can be it was for Craddy. Okay, just want to make sure. Okay. Craddy, are you here? Are you getting this from all of us? Covers so many. Yeah. Archangel Raphael is fantastic. But remember, for those who truly believe in Jesus Christ too, utilize him too. He is a healer. I like both of them. But some people prefer calling on Jesus as opposed to Archangel Raphael. So remember, there's plenty of people out there to help. You just need to call them. If you had a doctor in the family that you trusted, call them in.
Oh yeah, that's a good way.
Anybody. Because I have a step grandfather was a doctor. And if I've got a problem, I'll call him. If I need something really quick and what do I need to do, I'll call him up. But anything that's really deep, it's Archangel Raphael or Jesus. That I need something really strong and quick. Okay, but my neck and shoulders hurts. Yes, needs to work on those past lives, people. Yeah, and Craddy, it's a lot of your past lives too, but you've got a lot of things that you've allowed to pile up. You need to get through all of this stuff with forgiveness of yourself. And your eyes are hurting because of the all the weight on top of them and all the confusion within. And it's almost like you're fighting internally with your God mind and your ego and all that. They're just okay. So who has very positive stuff? This heaviness of healing is yeah. I need a little lighting up. So I'm going to go to a quick commercial. And happy birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Healing journey. About 2 years ago, my life was like really unmanageable, and I got shut. You know how the universe or God kind of like taps you on the shoulder, you don't listen, kind of gives you a little push, you don't listen, shoves you to your knees, you still don't listen. I got shoved on my ass, and so I needed to really change the way I was living.
So I hope that helps.
Thought she was
Okay.
in a mansion and had it perfect.
Yeah. represents neck flexibility, the ability to see what's back there, refusing to see other sides of questions, stubborn inflexibility. Put my neck and shoulders hurts to someone needed. Yeah, when I get pain in the back of my body, it tells me it has to do with past lives. So
She wants to talk about my sexy voice.
yes, I agree. That's exactly what I thought. We need to talk about something more positive. More positive. What positive stuff has happened out there lately, people? I won't tell. Well, I did get an extra mushroom in my mushroom pita yesterday
Oh,
because
you got two of them, right?
yeah, I got one, and the chef thought it was small, so they brought another one out. Or he made one out of his decision, and he gave it to me. So I thought that was very nice of him. That was a very positive thing. So remember, everyone, that well, I'm just going to say my affirmation. I believe in divine timing. Everything happens for a reason. I am forever appreciative and grateful, Almighty, for your synchronicities and silver linings. Okay. And Darian, I don't remember if you had a question back there. And yes, we're skipping throughout the list. And yes, we still have the list up, but all I see is that you asked to be put on the list.
Darian, what's your question? Quick.
Yes, we need a question. Make it positive. Are you getting a new job? Are you? Oops. Hello.
No, but I don't think we're going to get.
Oh, sorry, Kim. You can. This is Scott, but you can send me. Kim, I know you had something to ask me, so if you wanted to text me or email me, I'm sorry, my email's going on there.
You guys have a minute. Sometimes just send me a quick question on the email. We'll play around and send you back a quick note.
Yeah, if it's just quick. Will I be successful in love and finances?
But of course.
Do you want to be successful? What are you going to do for yourself to
What steps are you willing to take?
Yeah. What steps are you willing to take? What intentions? We're still with the full moon energy, people. And there is a full moon ritual that you can utilize to work on that ritual. But you need to set your intentions of what you want in your life. When it talks about a love life, though, please be reciprocal with your love. If you demand, here it is. This is directly to the full moon ritual. If you want,
you got to drive the bus.
Yeah, you got to drive the bus. If you want somebody that is caring and loving and all this stuff, you've got to make sure you can do the exact same
I'm
thing.
going to say you're not going to draw anything less than or greater than the energy you can deal with. And sometimes you draw in less to make you grow in terms of conflict.
But you have to be specific.
Yeah, and then if you're just sitting there waiting for it to happen, you got to be asking the universe, show me the ways. You got to be working on yourself. You got to figure out who you are. You got to go inward and keep the door open and see who shows up. You got to put yourself out there too. And success is, I talked to a guy the other day. We were talking about accumulating. She used the word enough. Usually you're running into people that want more. And it struck me when she said that. I said, yeah, what's enough? I knew a lady bought a new house, moving in, and she was mad because she had figured 2 forks was enough. Now she had to take the moving van and all this stuff back into her house. So it depends on what you consider success and what you consider love. The success thing is relative. What are your goals in life?
And as you've been listening, I believe in unconditional love. And Scott's more about romantic love. So what you're saying, do we get anything around that? Yes, we do. But what they're telling me is you get what you make out of it. So you've got to make the effort to bring it in, whatever you want in. I don't know if you want, we'll just say, who do we want to say? A Valerie Bertinelli type, or if you want a Taylor Swift type. I mean, I don't know what you want. It's what you want, what resonates with you. I mean, what kind of person is going to resonate with you? What equal can you give?
Well, the other thing is you got to know what you want.
Yeah.
And the first thing, what usually happens is you find out what you don't want, then you know what you do want. And that's a process of playing the game and being engaged.
Yeah.
Is that a song?
Yeah, I
Oh.
guess it's a song because she's been putting songs in there. Yes, it's
Oh,
relative.
okay.
I've been putting efforts, but not getting results. Desirable results will change your wording. What did you write down? What did you say? There must be something wrong. No, there's not something wrong. It's if it's not working in one direction, step back, take a look at what you wrote, take a look at everything, and
Redirect.
flip it over.
Or evaluate what you've done and why it didn't go right.
Yeah. Find out why it didn't go right. There's
Okay.
lessons that you were learning.
And you try a different way. You haven't failed. You just keep, it's just part of the journey of reconstructing and learning the next dance move.
Yeah.
That step didn't go right. Okay, I'm going to take this step.
And could you tell us about the friend of yours who set up a fellow worker with
That
a
was
date?
Catherine.
Yeah.
That was Catherine. She was an early mentor, and she was a school teacher at the time. And somehow, some way, she had a cohort that she worked with, and he had been married and divorced 3 times. She set him up on a blind date with somebody she knew, and he came back in the next morning and said, "I'm never going out with her again because she's just like the other 3." And the point of the story being, he finally saw his pattern that he was accepting. So if you've got patterns that seem to be creating a flawed condition in your life, what are you doing to keep attracting the same situation? I've had to do that. I'm perfect now.
And he's moved on.
And
He's
I've
out of
moved
the
on,
past. But Darian, law of attraction. Yep. The things are beyond my control, though. Yes. What comes out and goes, well, what comes into you is your choice. But are you ready?
Yeah, but those
for
things that are out
somebody.
of control, that's the universe throwing stuff at you to deal with.
Yeah.
And you get to take another turn.
Yeah.
Or go, oops. I look for gifts received. All of these situations teach you something. I promise you. And then you got to take advantage of the lesson and go, okay, I don't think I'm going to do that again.
Yeah. And yes, we know things come at you that you don't expect. We know that. But it's what you needed at the time. That's why they're sending them to you.
Yes.
So
it's not what you wanted, it's what you needed.
yes.
You have to look at it that way.
Rolling Stones. You might not get what you want, but you get what you need.
Yeah.
Okay. And it can happen. It will happen. But you've got to be at that point. Like I surrender. Now I can't even think of the words. I surrender every morning and every night. And I give it all to the highest power. I call it Almighty. And by my doing this, I release control and I surrender. And doing this opens me up for everything from my highest and greatest good to come to me perfectly. Everything from my highest and greatest good comes to me always easily. I believe in infinite abundance. My wants, needs, and desires are always met. And for these things and many more, I am forever appreciative and grateful. Now, it's whatever you want to write as far as your affirmations, but it has changed so much for me because I've been on this journey and I'm saying these affirmations and I'm making a difference. Relinquish control. That's what I say. Okay. They have to make sure I'm saying it the right thing. I relinquish control. We attract not what we want, but what we are vibrational level. Exactly. So you're going to have to raise your vibration. And Darian, you don't have a whole lot of unconditional love for yourself. And they're telling me 2 to 3 at the most. And then that's out of 10. Just saying, that's out of 10. And Elton John does have a really good album, Yellow Brick Road. Forgot how many years I think it's 50 years old. No, I don't know. Maybe it's 50 years old now. I don't know. But it had an anniversary recently. Pray to St. Anthony to find a partner in love. So a woman starts praying to St. Anthony and nothing. She tries again and again, nothing. And again continued. Okay. She needs to love herself first. Going back. Darian, I know we've got one other thing for you, but maybe you need to cut the chain old self. Okay. So we're at the end of our thing. Was there anything else we needed to say, Darian, or you got it? And I understand. So thank you guys for helping us with this, but it is time for a little
A
pastime
few short words.
from our sponsor, from Gabriel. And he makes sure that I walk away, that I give distance. So
Well, they're saying you're no harm to them.
I know, just to the computer.
These inspired words are anxiously rendered to you to consider some possibilities. Those pursuing love, as has been said multiple times a day, must love themselves first. You will draw in what you are equal to. Those of you in pursuit of love have to do the following. Write a list of the characteristics that you desire to engage with in another person. And when you equal those criteria, you will draw in that exact replica. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Why are they saying that? In this case, the needs of the one are met by the needs of the many when you align correctly. We hope that's not too deep and that you get our point. The point being, be who you are and expect to draw in at least something similar. Many times you draw in something at your vibrational level, and if you stay together long term, you will find that you grow together. If you don't grow together, the relationship will be short-lived. You have to be willing to exchange concepts, ideas, and willingness to adapt to the other's needs. We say that just because so often it is overlooked in the realm of, shall we say, relationship pursuits. The focus is on the other person, fixing the person who's doing the looking. Look at yourself first, then look at the other. We love you and adore you and have enjoyed multiple moments with you this morning and are always honored to be able part of this process. So go, be happy, be lively, be, shall we say, functional in your thoughts about yourself. Make it a win-win situation. Don't look for the downside, look for the upside, and focus up, 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 up until we meet again. Ta-da.
Wow. Upside. And the same goes for anybody on a healing journey too. Remember.
I hadn't thought about it. Healing, dating, all of that stuff. Healing relationships.
Yeah.
And healing can be a big psychic too before, that stuff clobbers you.
Yeah.
Like the cancer thing.
And remember, Gabriel is the archangel of communication. So communicate to the universe what you're looking for and what you need. and moms, what you want for your children. But remember, you can't do for them. They have to do for themselves. And I love what you're writing, Harley. Finally,
Yeah, Harley's
she gets
good.
tired of praying. She gets so mad that she takes the statue of St. Anthony and throws it out her door into the front yard. The doorbell rings, and there's a beautiful man holding the statue saying, I think this belongs to you.
Harley just saw that.
Harley just put that up.
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't know
Yeah.
if it was
Yeah, she just put that up. I think that's hilarious. And that's exactly wow, chills. Yeah. So, but you got to get out there. You got to do something.
Don't
make
forget
them
to
come
look
to you.
inside. You got to look inside. You got to be willing to deal with that stuff.
Thank you all for coming in tomorrow morning. Susan will not be on. I don't know if anybody's going to pop in from our group. You never know. Sunday will be Psychic Sunday at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time with Bonnie and Stephanie. At 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Miss Sherry Berry, and I'm not sure if Bonnie or anybody else is going to come in, but we've got her coming. And if I can't find anybody else, then I'll be there too. Okay, and Monday, hopefully, Miss Shauna Sellers, Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot, will be back. I will be back on Tuesday with Claudene and the spiritual show that flows. Hopefully, you guys will be back. We do not do readings, but we talk about anything and everything. And when it comes to plant medicine, she is the best one for that. Neither one of us are medical people, but we do have experience in a lot of things, and we can help you. She knows all about dosing. She's a dosing specialist. She knows how to get
This is Claudine.
off of pharmaceuticals and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, and Tuesday evening, we have the psychic class, the free psychic class from 6 to 8 Mountain Standard Time, which would be about 7 hours from now. That gives you an idea what time it would be for you. And that's on Tuesday evening. Wednesday morning at 8 a.m., I will be back on with Calling on Angels 1111, Miss Bonnie. And Wednesday evening, most likely we will have back A5 Says, I think, maybe not. And yeah. Sonoran Mystic Tarot, Mr. Don. On Thursday morning will be Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot and Sonoran Mystic Tarot. So hopefully we'll all see you on those shows as well. But there's someone here most of the 7 days a week. So
You're right, Harley. That does happen,
what?
which is how a theme seems to develop,
Yes.
and then Gabriel will pop in on it at the end.
Yeah.
Put that together.
And sometimes he adds things that happened previously too. So you just never know what's coming. And I kept thinking I'm going to find 11:11 and went to 11:12 before I got to see. See how things go.
Okay, Kate put 11:11. Thanks,
Oh,
you
got
guys.
it? Okay.
Yeah. Hasta la vista. We'll be back.
Thank you so much for coming in. Remember to rise above with love. Have a great one.
Yeah.